that this is being heard. We've been lobbying for the poverty reduction through social entrepreneurship bill since 2012. So this is the 4th Congress that we are actually engaging for this. And we are happy that it has come this far, because during the first Congress, the question was, do we really need social enterprises? What are they? Now we're talking about how best can we support them. So I'll just make 5 points, Mr. Chair. First, we actually support the definition of the social enterprises and social enterprise resource institutions in most of the bills. They actually manifest the importance and the distinct character of social enterprises. And since there are some questions raised earlier about what they are and how they're different from micro, small, and medium enterprises, the Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise Development Council of the Department of Trade, headed by the Department of Trade and Industry, passed a resolution in 2021 recognizing the distinct character of social enterprises as partners of government in poverty reduction and inclusive recovery. And the 2 distinct characters are, 1, that social enterprises, unlike ordinary businesses or ordinary micro, small, and medium enterprises, are transformational partners of the poor. Meaning to say, they do not just buy from the lowest cost of raw materials. They don't just pay non-living wages, but social enterprises engage the poor in a transformational way, not just transactionally. The second main character is that social enterprises are actually creating wealth and distributing that wealth to the poor, who are their primary stakeholders. And from global studies, there are 3 types of social enterprises, or 3 models of social enterprises. The first are called social cooperatives. So they are cooperatives that have embraced a social purpose or a community purpose. Second, the entrepreneurial nonprofits, which are actually nonprofit organizations that provide livelihoods to the poor. Like if you know Tahanang Walang Hagdan, no? That's a social enterprise. And then we also have what are called social businesses. If you know Gandang Kalikasan in Commonwealth, you see Human Nature, that is a social enterprise, no? Because they're pro-poor, pro-environment, and pro-Philippines. But I think the important thing is, no matter the form of the organization, what is common is that they have a distributive enterprise philosophy. They create wealth and distribute this wealth to the poor, and they actually also engage the poor in a transformational way to move them out of poverty. And we have plenty of evidence, and we're willing to provide you these studies. Second, we would like to support the provisions in the bills that talk about the National Poverty Reduction through Social Entrepreneurship Program, it's not just going to support single social enterprises, but value chains and economic subsectors that would really move many thousands of the poor out of poverty. And in the same way that we have strategic industries, where we support big enterprises, we are hoping that government can support strategic economic subsectors where the poor are concentrated and where they could be major players, so that the poor can really be moved out of poverty in a substantive way, and the government can really achieve its goal of zero poverty. If not 2030, maybe 2040. Third, we are wanting to express support for a distinct structure for social enterprise support. There are 2 types of proposals, I think, in the bill. One is suggesting an enterprise development council. The other is suggesting a distinct social enterprise development council. Whichever is, I think, going to be passed, we are open to dialogue, but it's important that social enterprises are represented in the council, and that there is a distinct structure that will serve the needs of social enterprises, because as recognized by the Department of Trade and Industry, existing structures will not suffice to provide the kind of programs that social enterprises that have a hybrid character will entail.